The NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the boys and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Tampa. Tucker now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Malik Hooker with the tackle. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Irving on the inside give. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Slot receiver headed left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Third and just 2 to go. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go put a score on the board.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up third down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, here's Dak. Sheds off a rusher. Now here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Juke the defender. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Throwing on first is Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bucky Irving now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's first and 15 after the penalty. Godwin, the man in motion left. Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Breaks the tackle. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Along the right sideline, there's space. Hits the 20. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. No, there's some guys who are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it can be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they don't always get to prepare for it because they don't always see it.
Yeah.
And these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity to create that kind of fumble, and sometimes even a defensive touchdown.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Godwin sent in motion right. First down, here's Baker. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Throwing again is Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Baker throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Mayfield to throw again. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on second and 10, Mayfield. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. All right, all set up now, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. On target to Godwin. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Dak now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Rolling left, buying some time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded. And no, they faked it. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He's got a man left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it second and goal. Dak throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Buccaneers 7. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Getting up, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play, got on top of that one for the recovery. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback. They're out and set, first and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Yaya Diaby brings him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. From the gun is Prescott. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he reaches the 35 before going out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Right back to Irving now. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Now 4th down and 1.
Mayfield to throw for it. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Baker now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Pressure coming. Baker finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Bucs have it to begin the 4th, and this game, whew, it has been a nightmare for them so far. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. They motion the slot man right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mayfield to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First and 10, it's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Baker. Got his target. It's up. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now within one score in the fourth. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. On the move, headed right. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Play action, Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first. Another carry for him. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Cowboys leading by 7. First down, ball at the 36. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They give it to him again. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Going to the ground again on first. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. On target to Godwin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. covered just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Here he is to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. All right, here we go, second down. Lone back gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.